Hey guys, Shadow here, and welcome back to Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishments. So, we are doing something. What are we doing? Oh, test for Wiggins, I guess. That's what we're doing. Yeah, I would assume that's what we're doing. So, we're going to go to... Who's Wiggins?
Locked.
Okay, it's obviously not... Who the hell's Wiggins? Policeman. Torn out. Wait a minute. There. Fixing it. Wiggins might help. Should be somewhere at Baker Street. Okay. Back to Baker Street. Wiggins. I don't know who Wiggins is. I've heard the name before, but I don't know who it is.
Something new, Watson. I have the list of sailors who were aboard the Sea Unicorn. We shall soon learn what happened to Nelligan's father. I have only to find them. Let us hope they're still working at the harbour.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard...
I doubt it, Watson. And really, I would prefer that all of this remains quiet for now. But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
And who might they be?
The secret police division of Baker Street.
It's the kid.
I mean young Wiggins and his gang.
Yes. Believe me, you'll receive more useful assistance from these little urchins than from a dozen yard detectives. Those children are everywhere. They see and hear everything, and they are cunning. All they lack is organization. I'll summon them.
How will you do that?
There is always a watch beneath our window. I have only to call him.
Really? Whoa, that's what why is your telescope pointed to that? Please? And thank you.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, I need you to track down certain people for me. I'll give you a list. You can read, can't you?
Big Oliver from our gang. He can, because his father is the coachman of a famous lawyer.
Fascinating. Here is the list of sailors.
Sailors? Easy. Just got to look where the rum and the red lights are.
Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Holmes, but the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'll be there shortly.
Okay. Like I said before, there's a lot of traveling in this one. Is that his case? Yeah, I bet it's something. I won't be surprised if it was his casebook.
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to see you.
As always, what happened?
We have a new suspect, Liam Hurtley. I'm thinking that this case will be resolved very quickly now.
Interesting. Pray tell.
Well, the constable that I left at Woodman's Lee noticed a suspicious individual prowling around during the night.
Do you have him here?
Yes, he refuses to speak with us, but we'll make him talk.
Let us hope so.
Ah yes, and one more thing. The constable told me that at the time of his arrest, the fellow was writing a letter.
Do you have it?
Of course. It's in the evidence room, at your disposal. Admit that for once, Mr. Holmes, Scotland Yard is a step ahead of you, eh?
Breathtaking.
That's why he was waiting. He was waiting to rub it in.
These are the suspect's belongings.
Yoink.
Liam Hurtley's old boots. They're a size 9.5.
I'm guessing those are gonna probably match.
A pen. Nothing unusual about it. The stains are fresh. They can be removed with the proper chemicals.
And then time to interrogate him. Can I do it like Batman would? Wait, what? Oh, it's over here.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I would like to ask you a few questions.
I've already told the police that I've nothing to say. And you're not even part of the police.
Precisely. And considering your situation, it might be wise to speak with someone who is, shall we say, rather more neutral. You are a suspect in a murder case.
I know. Inspector Lestrade told me. It's ridiculous.
Could you at least tell me who you are, and exactly what happened that you should be brought here?
My name is Liam Hurtley. That I can tell you. But you're not getting any more than that.
Well, we shall see.
I can read that one. The top one. Ooh.
That's all for now.
So I guess back to Baker Street then? Again? Okay, then. I can only imagine how long those horse rides or horse carriage rides must take.
I need to prepare a chemical agent that is capable of removing fresh ink. For this purpose, the chemicals from the flasks should be combined in a certain order to perform a chain reaction. First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
Wait. What now?
First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
So it's blue something clear, or blue something orange clear, and all 7. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So how the hell are you supposed to know which ones go into which? I don't know. Orange, I guess? And another orange.
No, something isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the beginning again.
Okay. So I was fine until I put... Huh. Blue. I don't think this is gonna work.
No, something isn't right.
Because I fucked up the... screwed up that one. Last time I screwed up that one. So I think I know what I gotta do. So if I go... Can't put orange in afterwards.
No, something isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the beginning again.
Okay. If I end with an orange, I should be... should be alright, I think. So the blue, now it's green. I put a clear in.
No, something isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the beginning again.
What? How does... what? Well... the orange and clear... I still have... two blues. That's what's screwing me up. This is not gonna work.
No, something isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the beginning again.
This is ridiculous. So if you do blue and then green,
First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent.
third one in sequence after, so you have to do blue and then you have to do like green and clear, and then orange. How in the hell? So this one has to be 1, I guess. And then after orange, you have to use the colorless one. So you can't end on orange, it has to end on clear. Guessing if I try and use orange first, it won't have it, will it? What the hell, let's try it. So that's 1 after blue. This is 2 after blue. I'm guessing this is not going to work because this is going to be right after blue. It's not going to have it.
No, something isn't right.
I'm not skipping it. I can figure this out. I think this is telling me what to do, maybe. Then again, maybe it won't work this way. So now that should reset that. So this is. That should be 1. It should be 2.
No, something isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the beginning again.
So confusing. Because if you use 2 blues are in unison, you have to count the first one as, or the second one as 1, not as the beginning. Work because then it. I'll be back after I figure this out, I guess. Jesus. Okay, I think I finally figured it out. The only thing that makes sense, since orange has to be the 3rd one in sequence after blue, is if you start with blue, you put green in, and then you put blue in, which makes it the 3rd one. That would make it the 3rd one, or the next one you'd have to put in would be orange. The way I figured this out I like how I'm not explaining, or not doing it. I'm trying to explain it. But I marked orange as 1s. I marked clears as 2s. I marked blues as 3, and I marked green as 4 on a piece of paper. So I wrote them all down. I wrote down the 2 must follow 1. And then it must be 3 something something 1, which would mean it has to be 2 then. So then if you do 3, 4, 3. Wow. I wasn't even thinking about that when I said that out loud. But if you do 3, 4, 3, that means if you go by the first 3, the next number that has to be a 1, and then it has to be 2, which would be... I don't know how to explain it really. Basically, yeah, if this is the only thing that makes sense. So that's 1. That's blue. So this would be 1. And this would be 2. But I'm thinking it also starts a new sequence at the same time. So if you do, this is 3. And then it must follow that this would be after orange. And then that's 1 and 2 of the new sequence. And this would be the new sequence, another one, or that would be 3 in the new sequence. And this would follow after 3 in the new sequence. So...
Done. Now I can proceed further.
Yes!
Let us see if the content of this letter sheds a little light upon the mystery.
And I really did figure that out all by myself. I'm very proud of myself. Oh, I'm supposed to be holding this. I thought it was doing something on its own.
I did as you asked and hid them well. Interesting. How would Hurtley react to this?
I did as you guys and hid them well, but I beg you to reconsider something, Ion, that I was, and remember our vows. I have done nothing dishonorable for which you like me. I think I know what I'm supposed to do here. I think I'm supposed to go back here. Or just need to wait a long time again. I thought math would solve that problem, but I wasn't sure if it actually would or not. Glad it did. Okay, so the shoe marks are over. I think it looks like it went out of control. Oops. Shoe marks are over here.
These boots match the footprints exactly.
This and this? Nope. A gardener? What the? Break it. What? 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 Okay then. Apparently I have to go talk to him first. It's dumb. Whatever, we'll go talk to him, I guess. It said that only popped up if some of them... Oh, there's probably more than one. But why would that... That doesn't make any sense. It only showed up after I got the boot thing. Seems to be weird. Seems to be that this case is taking
Please
forever.
escort this suspect for interrogation. Tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what were you doing at Woodman's Lee?
Woodman's Lee? I've never been there.
The second pair of boots that you had with you when you were arrested perfectly match the footprints found near the cabin where Peter Carey was murdered.
Footprints? That's your proof? How many men have boots like mine? That doesn't make me a murderer.
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
Tobacco pouch? Nope. I know.
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
He's a former soldier who left the military after being quite wounded. Now lives in a quiet life, working as a gardener, probably at Woodman Lee, but he's...
Because you are the gardener at Woodman's Lee.
I'm not. How did you...
I observed your hands. They told me that you work with the earth. Small fragments of plants snagged to your trousers indicate that you were mowing very recently. But the most obvious clue presented itself in the bird embroidered on your handkerchief. A crested tit, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, you got me. Yes, I am a gardener, and I went there to get my tools.
So tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what did you hide?
Hide? What are you talking about?
I did as you asked, and hid them well. Should I continue?
My letter? But the ink? That's impossible.
A touch of chemistry, nothing special.
Well, you're a smart one. But it's nothing. If you want to know, I was referring to my tools. It was to do with my work, see?
I will check that, Mr. Hurtley. That's all for now. Hurtley's stories are false leads, but now I know one thing for certain. I must examine the site where the garden tools are kept at Woodman's Lee.
Okay then, and on that note, it's all that time. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So until then, see you later.